Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. I'm doing a reaction from Tisa Tales, who is live at the Diddy trial. This is just a recap. She was this like doing like the 30-minute lunch break thing, so it's gonna be going very fast. So as you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the like button. I'll be looking at my screen because it be something popping up that I'm not used to seeing. Okay, Lord, don't be giving me a sign early. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna. Okay, like I said, the reaction is coming from Tisa Tales, who is in New York at the Diddy trial. She is live. She is in the court room now. Can't get no better than that. She is in the court room front. Okay, right there. Okay, so then she has transcripts. I'm sure she's probably done went over or about to go over, and I hope I don't miss it. But anyway, I just want to do this recap because I'm so late today, y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let her start just to let you know. Y'all know she's gonna be talking fast. She has 30 minutes. People gonna want to say, hey, I'm gonna skip over what I can skip, okay? Some just ooh, I hope it just play right. Okay, here we go, y'all. Just hit the like button though, please. And subscribe if you have not. If you have not, this is Valentine TV. I do reactions, okay? All right, here we go, y'all.
Capricorn Clark just ended Diddy. For anybody that was wondering where the RICO was, for anybody that was wondering where the organized crime was, for anybody that was wondering where everything is, baby, it was today on Capricorn's testimony. This has to be the most devastating day of testimony known to man. Y'all, I am not joking. Let's get into this. When I say Capricorn Clark ended Diddy, she ended Diddy. I don't know how Diddy is going to recover from this. I don't know how the prosecution is going to recover. When we left, we're out on break. The prosecution did a cross examination, right? However, the cross examination was not working at all. Y'all, it was an absolute complete mess. Hold on real quick, y'all. All right, guys. All right, I'm back. When I say it was an absolute mess, for Diddy, it's an absolute mess. You want to see the RICO, Capricorn came with it. You want to see what's going on, Capricorn ended Diddy. It was on a cross examination when we left. Mark Agnifilo wasn't saying issue about, like, well, you said he was a good person. Maybe enough about the good person. I'm sure somebody says the devil's a good person. It's time for, listen, let's get into these details.
Because you know you got people out here that worship the devil, like Adam 22 and others, okay?
Because I only got like a half hour. And when I say, look at these notes, right? Look at these notes. Look at these notes. When I say that Capricorn Clark did what needed to be done, now, where do we start? All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can get Capricorn Clark on the channel after
Right.
after this trial is over, because baby, when she told her story, everybody was listening, and the story to tell was absolutely amazing. Diddy, your career's ride is here. Diddy, that ambulance is picking up Diddy's last hope of ever walking away as a free man. Baby, we are only on week 3, and Diddy has been ended. Week 3, day 1. So this is day 10, and his whole defense is up in smoke. Y'all, let's get into this. Let's get into this. All right. Now, coming in, right? Diddy had on a black sweater. He had his hair, I don't know, I guess he got the prison barber to shape him up. It didn't look like the prison barber was his friend. It looked like he was doing like a high top kid and play, but a low one. I did notice that underneath his white hair, it was black, which led me to believe, were you actually, it led me to believe, like, is the gray hair real? You know what I'm saying? Tamara Yoder, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Now they did have a jury expert that was reading a jury on Diddy's side watching. I think her name is Miss Morelli. We're gonna get into that. That was Diddy. That's her.
Dang, Diddy had a darn jury expert. Like, you know how them people be on TV to read the jury and weed them out, and well, they can't weed these out, but They are reading the jury poll. I mean, you know what I mean. Reading the jury's expressions, body language. It's crazy.
Holly, his PR person. She is very good at what she does, but Holly can't fix a dumpster driver. That's her in the green dress going in. Holly cannot fix a dumpster driver. She is good at what she does, but Diddy, you got to give Holly some type of fabric. All right. Brian Steele was drinking from a pink water bottle. Well, I feel like he grabbed his wife or his daughter's water bottle in the mini. Diddy was such a, Diddy, I made a note that Diddy pulled Tinny Garagos' chair out for her, and I put lol, such a gentleman. When he's not throwing baby oil people or drop kicking someone, he's pulling chairs out like a southern gentleman. Lol. Okay, right? Now, a couple of questions. We're going to talk about who Mia is and who Jane Doe is. I don't think it's KK because whatever, but there's more. Hold on, y'all. All right. They do a little offside about DNA testing because there's a witness saying that there was partial female DNA found on Kid Cudi's car and the Molotov cocktail. We got to talk about that all later because who cares about that? Let's get into the real mess. Capricorn Clark stepped in. She sashayed into that courtroom. She had a high-waisted, long, to her feet.
Yo, that's why I like Tisa. She gets straight. Forget about that fingerprint. We getting straight to the mess. That's why I like her. I'm trying to
pinstripe pencil skirt. I said, "Oh, look at you!" She had these burgundy pumps with burgundy slip-ons with like these rhinestone detail. She had on a white shirt. She looked amazing. Her hair was in the central part, pulled back, and she had on some glasses. Given sexy secretary, but court appropriate, right? Zandra Roberts, thank you so much for the super chat. What's up, you guys? We are back. We're outside the courthouse. We are back. Capricorn Clark just destroyed Diddy. And I have all the notes. And you know I'm going to give y'all the dramatic reinterpretation. Diddy is not coming back from this. Okay, so get this. Capricorn Clark comes in. And she said she was born in San Fran, but she lived in LA, right? She said she came out in 1996. She started music. She was an intern at Just Jam Records. Y'all want a preview? She literally said that Diddy said that she was going to murk her, Kid Cudi, and Cassie. Diddy made Cassie switch places with Capricorn Clark. He kidnapped Capricorn Clark, would not release her until Cassie traded herself in. And then Capricorn Clark proceeded to see Diddy kick Cassie brutally and stomp her down for about 50 minutes. For about 50 minutes. No, 50 yards. It was a lot. Okay. So anyway, right? She started out and that.
Dang, once is too many, but oh my God, stomping. That mean he had shoes on this time, y'all. He had on some darn shoes.
That's just, listen, that's not even the whole thing. Oh, she started off in an intern for Def Jam Records. Her mom passed away. Her dad passed away. I do want to say this. I feel like Diddy is always picking someone and finding their inner hurts, right? Summer of Sam said, where's Ray J and Busta and the rest of the support for Diddy? Diddy don't got nobody there. The only person that came there late, it looked like a few family members and Janice Combs, but Janice Combs came in there late. So I don't know. She looked like somebody made her show up. Anyway, right? Let's see. She said that she had signed on to Death Row Records. She attended college, but I don't think she finished. She had signed on for Death Row Records. She got signed. They said, "How'd you get signed?" She said, "Suge Knight is a father of my BF, my best friend's children." Right? They said she came with Diddy Bad Boy in 2004. Right, from 2004 to 2012, and then again from I think 2016 to 2018, she worked for Capricorn. She worked for Diddy. Jody Johnson Strong, what's up? Welcome. Y'all, listen, the details get great. I'm just started off slow so we can get into the shocking stuff, right? They said in December 2011, she hit the ground running. She said, "I was kidnapped. I worked from after, and then he terminated me." So listen to this. They said that she met Diddy around 2002, more or less. She moved to New York City. She said she was always platonic friends with Diddy. She got a call from the Jennifer Group, a headhunter, right? To be saying, listen, there's a wealthy tycoon who specializes in clothing entertainment and he needs a personal assistant. She said she called Puff because she knew this girl, Janet, who I think at one time dated Diddy, but they weren't dating. They just all hung out together to be like, yo, listen, also, Capricorn Clark was held hostage, right? We're talking about Capricorn, Clark, Scorpio, Alejandro, Andro, people. Welcome. Thank you for the super chat. And Tracy Souls, thank you for the super chat. Again, who am I talking about? Capricorn Clark. Capricorn Clark was held hostage.
Okay, Tisa, yeah. When you go in to Tisa's lives or on her, and she's talking about somebody, and everybody know who she's talking about is in the title. And you go in there asking about somebody like, example, Kelly Carter, which is no such person. It's Tory. Okay? Has nothing to do with this trial, period. But when people disrupt, like common sense, read the top, read her thumbnail, okay? Okay, but I'm just saying she Scorpio, whoever you are, buddy. Please stop. Please stop. I don't know what you said.
Hostage for 5 days by Diddy while he threatened to murder her because he was missing Georgia.
Oh, I bet he said, I don't see no Rico. I don't see no Rico. That's probably what he said. That's why she went into that hell hostage for 5 days. That's why she did that. Scorpio, chill out. Go ahead, Tisa.
Hey, what's up, James? Hibiscus Rose was up for the super chat, right? Listen, Diddy, Alfie, Black Letter Law, yes, it is. The bodyguards wore BITCHs. You guys, I'm trying to get the story out, but when I say it is so tragic, it is so long, but I got 20 minutes to get the story out, so I'm going to try to get it out as soon as about this. The whole world is blowing up my phone. Zandra Roberts says, do you think Mia is Allie Carter? Mia used to be one of Diddy's assistants. I don't think Allie Carter ever worked for Diddy. But hey, you never know. I don't know Allie Carter's whole backstory. Anyway, you guys, let's get back into this. Also, Jody Johnson. Yes, sorry. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. So where are we at? Oh, one more person. Table Talk with Mimi exclusive said, hey, Tisa, because of you, I got more subs. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Table Talk with Mimi. Okay, so they said that she started off as Diddy's personal assistant. Let me sit down for this because this is good. All right. She said that she started off as Diddy's personal assistant in 2004 to 2006, right? Then she shadowed him, all right? Then she left in 2006, only to return in 2007. She was the director of marketing for Sean John's Women Global, right? She said she got a pay increase. She worked there for 1 year. Then she got promoted to the global brand of Sean Combs in 2008 to 2012. We're going to fill in the dates, but just keep those dates in mind, right? Janice Combs at that time walked in with this bad little 27 piece like platinum thing, wearing a cream.
Somebody said that Janice left, like you remember the first couple days of the trial. Say Janice left because she heard they was having a 2-for-1 sale at Party City. That's what somebody said, y'all. These people just crazy.
And black shirt.
Yeah,
okay.
Mackenzie
Now
Jensen. Hey,
she said that in 2016 she was reemployed as creative director for Cassie in 2018. Okay. She said in 2004 they showed the thing of 1440 Broadway. All right. Now she said on her very first day starting, Diddy and J-Rock took her to Central Park at night when it was dark. Diddy and J-Rock took her to Central Park after dark. All right. I'm sorry, Diddy and Uncle Paul, not J-Rock, Diddy and Uncle Paul. They went to Central Park, right? Uncle Paul ran Green Gate Security, right? They said, how did Uncle Paul look? They said he was very menacing, kind of like a linebacker. He was always wearing blackout glasses, right? He said he took her out to the park. They said, what did he take you to Central Park for? She said, he took me out there to threaten my life. I said, what? She had my attention. I sat all the way up, right? She said he told her, she told me he would have blanked me if she had anything to do with Suge Knight. And if anything happened, right? They said, how was Diddy? She said he was dead calm and dead serious. You guys, this is just the beginning of.
They said that's when Diddy is his most dangerous. It's when he is calm. That's when to be scared. When he is freaking calm. That's what I heard. Okay.
what Diddy was up to, it gets worse. They said, "What did you do?" She said, "I believed him." She said, "What did Uncle Paul do?" She said, "Uncle Paul said nothing. He was just sitting there looking calm and stoic, but menacing, right?" Then they said, "Well, Cap, what did you say to him?" She said, "I said, well, we're going to have to see." And they were like, "Why did you say that?" She said, "Because there was nothing I could do to convince him that she wasn't the ops. So she said, we're going to have to see, right?" And then she said, the one thing she does regret is she said, "I wish I had been more transparent." Transparent about what? Transparent about how tight he was with Sig Knight. Hey, yeah. Come. Hold on really quick, you guys. Want to give you guys a little bit. Why don't you introduce yourself really quick?
So the world knows me as Relentless, by the way. But I'm Gilmore. Gilmore versus Combs is the case.
He actually sued Diddy.
I was on the fall of Diddy. I think I'm episode 4 or 5.
Y'all
But
know about this?
I'll get to it.
We
Basically,
getting back to the story in 1 second. All right.
he and his band of thugs ambushed us one night in New York. Me and my security and my intern, and we were out doing. I'm sorry. We were out doing business. We were out doing business. Collecting money. I had a magazine and a TV show at the time. I'm 60. I know.
Oh wow, you look fantastic.
Mhm.
I would have never guessed. Listen, we're gonna have him on later to actually.
Oh God, yeah, she gonna have him on later. Darn, I'm 56. He's 60. Dang, he look good. Okay. Yeah, I'm single too.
Didn't say what she did, why she didn't speak out. He had the stronghold mentally and otherwise on her economics, on her livelihood. And it's just sad. I felt for all of the I felt for all the victims that don't have a voice.
Exactly.
There's so many people that he probably did this to that couldn't get their word out, did not get the information out. So yeah, it's sad. I just want to see redemption.
Okay, definitely.
Like them two little girls that dude. Remember that? Y'all remember? No, I did that on the last live. But y'all remember they said they was Diddy's, somebody on Diddy's side is paying people to actually do stuff to help his case, right? So now this white guy. Everybody thought he was black by his name, but it's a white guy. He did a thing with Denied, and he did one with Ticket, right? I watched them both because I wanted to see if he changed anything, which, yeah. And so he got a lawsuit against Diddy and Bentley, Farnsworth Bentley. He took a tween. I just learned that from my great niece, y'all. A tween and a 13. Okay. Took them upstairs to a party. One was white, one was mixed, right? The two little girls, because Bentley pointed and said, "Oh, Diddy likes that kind." So he took them upstairs. Took them with him, and then all of them got in their long black truck things and left and went. And they thought said he thought they was actually really going to an after party. So they got there. Bentley gave them their keys. He had his keys. So he left. They went in the room. They sat and waited. It was just them three in there. Then they said, Diddy bust up in there. And Gene Deal was in there. That's what he said. But Gene left after Diddy made the girls take ecstasy drugs. I don't know, YouTube. Please don't stop my video. I don't know. But rugs, okay? But Gene left, and the man said he didn't see Gene no more. But anyway, he did say Gene came back and took a drink on another. See, no, I don't believe he's a plant. He's a plant, y'all. Because don't he know if for him taking them two little girls up there to be great, that he can go to prison, back to prison. He the one took them. He took them, and I don't believe him. And he said he wrote Diddy's team, and I also paused his when he was showing the emails he was writing to the defense I paused it and I read it, and it was saying, my friend Diddy, my friend Puffy, you know, I know how I can help you. Some stuff like that. Tell me that ain't a plan. Tell me. You doing it right now, as soon as Capricorn Clark about to get on the stand. And then here you come in your Carolina blue. Don't put my state up in it, okay? But anyway, y'all, I don't believe that. I think he a freaking plant. I don't care. He got pictures, but ticket right here. And Denied is like, we gonna see. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Ticket said, do you have a picture of you and the girls? You know, you don't have to show him, but do you have a picture of him? He was like, no. But it's just a picture of him standing, picture him hugged with Diddy, picture him hugged with Farnsworth. That's it. No, nothing else. Nothing. Picture the event. That kind of stuff, man. That's it. That's all he showed us anyway, because he said he was saving some for the defense. So why are people bringing them on people like, I know Tiki didn't know what he, but I don't know. He's just a plant in my, he just felt, no. Talking about R. Kelly up in, what he called him Robert Kelly, is the reason that they raided Diddy's house, because he was in there telling stuff. And it's Lil Rod that did that. We know this. R. Kelly trying to get up out of there. Anyway, let me let Tisa carry on. Sorry about that, Mackenzie, if you still in the house. Thank you if you are. Girl, I start talking and I be gone.
Listen, you guys, we're gonna try to have him back on. Make sure you check out his book, The Night Puff tried to
decay me.
Yeah, right, tried to decay me, okay? And why don't you tell everybody really quick your socials, and then we're gonna get back into the Capricorn.
I'm Relentless Aaron everywhere. I'm on all of the stuff.
AARON?
AARON.
Relentless AARON. Make sure you check him out.
We appreciate your work.
Oh, thank you so much. Listen,
the people that do the $2 donations and the $5
yeah,
and the 10, and but you have people that drop the $2,200 every now and then.
Well, listen, we're gonna have Relentless Aaron on the channel to talk about, but make sure you go support. Thank you so much,
and
Aaron.
It's the fall of Diddy. That's where you can
see him, episode 5 or 6.
Yeah, but there's so much out there. But we love you. We just
thank you so much, Relentless.
Show up,
all right,
to be in person.
Thank you so much. Okay, also Andrea M. Boltman said, I love you, Tisa, and you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Also, Honeybee Therapy, thank you for the super chat. And who else? Okay, so we're gonna have Relentless Aaron on. Go ahead and show him some love. Grab that book. But when I say what he said happened to him, definitely happened similar to Capricorn. All right. So anyway, where we last left our beleaguered demon Diddy, he had Capricorn out in the middle of Central Park talking about some, if I find out anything, you are done for. She said all she could do was show him. Uncle Paul was just sitting there looking stoic. Nobody did anything, right?
Dang.
Then they said it wasn't long before Capricorn Clark met up with, Uncle Paul was in charge of the security of the principal. It wasn't long before after that she met Roger Bonds, D-Rock, and Ruben. D-Rock, Biggie's best friend. Ruben was D-Rock's little brother. Roger Bonds, y'all know Roger Bonds, right?
Yeah.
They said that they were all big, intimidating guys. They said, how often was Diddy security around him? They said all day and night. Macy, thank you so much for the super chat, right? Then they said that around that thing, they said that the first time she saw Diddy with a gun, right, is when security was around him the entire day. She saw Diddy with the gun because they were doing MTV Press, okay? She even bought 50 cents into this, right? MTV Press, Puff, Chris Lightly at that time was super talented, but he was also 50 Cent's manager. Chris Lightly and Capricorn Clark into the elevator, right? Chris Lightly was 50 Cent's manager. They were like, da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you remember Diddy being like, I don't like that back and forth. I like guns. And she saw Diddy with the gun, right? They said, what was Diddy's demeanor? They said Diddy was very, very, very serious, right? She said in 2004, she was accused of theft. You guys, this was a 5-day kidnapping. Listen to this mess. Diddy is done. I don't care. Remember all those people last week? Oh my God, Diddy, Diddy's done. He's done. He's done, guys. Anyway, the hood realist Tisa, click on my name and mob me up so I can delete.
Wow. Diddy, yeah. Diddy done. And all these people, yeah, they supposed to spam all of us, right? Maybe not me, I'm a little small, but the big channels like Tisa and Ticket and people like that, they supposed to spam them. Diddy bots like that. You just ignore them. They gonna be rude. You have to just ignore. I'm still learning to ignore because it still hurts my feelings. So I'm trying though.
Bracelet and a watch. It was on loan from Jacob the Jewelry, right? They had given it to Puff so he could take it down to Miami, okay? Capricorn Clark was in charge of the bag. She said that they were driving to the private jet to go down to Miami, and she realized that the jewelry was missing, right? She was like, yo, stop the car. They were right outside Teterboro Airport. He told security to stop the car, okay? She then called 1440 and said, yo, lock that place down and search everyone. They said that Diddy left for Miami and then told her, yo, you're gonna have to figure all this out, right? She said Capricorn Clark went back with Uncle Paulie. Capricorn Clark was in question in the office for 2 to 3 hours. She went home after that. Paul went to her home and searched her house. He then said, yo, I'm going to be back tomorrow because we need to figure things out, right? She came into, so she said the next morning, Uncle Paulie showed up, right? Uncle Paulie showed up at her house the next day. He took her to this place called 1710 Broadway. Now, back then, she didn't know what that was, but she later found out that was the new offices. She then found out that was the new offices for Bad Boy. But back then, it wasn't an office. She said it was dilapidated. It looked like an abandoned office building. Nobody was working in there, okay? She said that they went to the front door. She went through the front door with Paulie. There was old furniture, things falling out the wall. It was a hot mess. They said, then what happened? She said that when she went in, somebody from outside locked her in the building with Paulie. Already, you know me, I would have been clawing for my life. Wow. I would have been clawing for my life. I would have been screaming, yelling. You know I love to call the police, okay? They said, she said the floors were old, torn up, dilapidated. It looked abandoned. She had no idea what it was or where it is because they had moved into those offices and nobody knew about it, right? She was taken to the 6th floor. The 6th floor was even more torn up and dilapidated, right? She said there was stuff hanging everywhere. She said in the middle of that room, there was a 6-foot folding table in the middle of that room, okay? And there was this big, wide guy the size of 2 linebackers. He was short, but he was wide. He said, now Capricorn Clark is the machine.
I don't know who the heck that was. Y'all know? I don't know. I'm trying to figure stuff out because I know she having to go fast, and I know, but this is on a break, y'all. I know. I'm trying.
That then, she said this guy was 5 times my size sitting there, right? He never stood up. He was chain smoking the whole time, drinking black coffee. DJ Paulie bought her, I keep saying DJ Paulie, shout out to Jersey Shore, bought her to that room and left her there, okay? Left her there with that guy. Now, he did say Paulie kept popping in here and there, but the whole point she was bought there was to take lie detects. He said, listen, I need the guy, the linebacker said, no, I need you to be very, very honest with me. And she was like, okay. And they were like, do you know what happens if you lie to me? And she was like, what? And she's like, if we find out you're lying, if you fail this lie detector test, we're going to throw you in the East River. All right. Now, this time, Mark Agnifili is like, yeah, no, we object. He asked to approach for a sidebar, right? Terry and Brian stayed there with Diddy. They're whispering. They are upset, baby. This looks bad. Mark comes back from the sidebar looking happy. I don't know what for, because when Capricorn started talking, it was just like curtains, right? Maybe he looked happy because he felt like he threw off the prosecution's game. Y'all, it was bad in there. Hold on, y'all. Listen, first we're talking about her being kidnapped and held hostage for 5 days. Then we're going to get into the way he said he was going to murk Kit Cudi. You guys, this is bad. Nikki's 3000, thank you so much for the super chat. Also, Glimmer Girl said, thank you for your tenacity and your awesome reporting. Good luck. I can't wait to hear more. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Also, Tracy Trelove said, I think his security stole his jewelry and money. Probably. Glimmer Girl, thank you so much for the super chat. And also, Eileen Bell, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, right? So anyway, okay. So listen. Anyway, the prosecution jumps right back into it. Beverly Ann said, thank you for the updates. Much appreciated. Thank you. And Unreal O, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so it gets more. Hold on, y'all. It's getting more, right? So anyway, the prosecution jumps right back in. And they were like, yo, this sounds very serious, right? On direct. How were they? She said the guy was very dead serious. He was direct. There were no frills. He said that she said that she was petrified. Now, why she's doing this, her voice is like, ugh, she is getting cheered up. She sounds a mess. She said he was petrified, right? She said, I let them administer the lie detector test. I didn't think I had a choice. Betty MG, thank you so much for the super chat, right? She said she didn't want to take the lie detector test. She said she felt she had to do it or something bad would happen. While she's saying this, guys, her throat is cracking. When I say I was teared up, but I just think I save my tears for later because, she said, that he was asking her stuff like, did you steal? Did you plan to steal? Did you work with someone to steal? Do you know who stole, right? They were like, what was the result of the test? She said it was inconclusive, right? She said that she was so petrified and scared, probably crying, that the guy giving the test was like, yo, you need to calm down. This is inconclusive. You need to calm down because if you don't calm down, because when you're too hyper, they can't tell when you're lying or not. If you don't calm down, then you're going to be in the East River. If we don't get a reading on this, and baby, he was not playing. He was very, 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 very serious, okay? Wanda Perez, thank you so much for the super chat. Kit Raymond Barron said, hey, doll, I love your hair. It's a halfway. Thank you. Tell my fortune, lol. And Ray said, I appreciate all you do. Keep up the good work. Okay, right? These halfways be saving my life when I got 20 minutes to get out.
Shoot, I can't tell it's a half week. I can't even tell. Okay, anyway. Y'all, how y'all liking it so far? I mean, Capricorn Clark, she went up in there and hit a home freaking run. I mean, even on cross-examination. What could they say? They could not shake her. They couldn't shake her.
Damage where? Anyway, right? He told her, you need to calm down or you're going to end up in the East River. They said, how long were you there? She said, I was there for the full workday. Paul would drop in intermediately here and there, but for the most part, I was alone with that man. Paul told me, that's the head of Diddy security, that I couldn't leave. Don't forget the door from the street on Broadway was locked from the outside. She said she didn't attempt to leave. She said she thought she had to prove her innocence because if she didn't, that she was going to be murked. They said Paul came at the end of the day and took her home and then said to her, I'll be back tomorrow to figure it out. Okay. The next day he showed up. Oh, so Tia Ibaka said, I was waiting for you. I'm so proud of you. Thank y'all so much. And Ray said, appreciate all the good work. Wait.
I wonder how Diddy got so much control over the men. The men. How? What? Why didn't nobody take him out? Seems like, I mean, that's my mindset. Why they didn't take him out? My God.
Wait. Oh, you already read that. Okay, let's get back into this, right? Thank you so much for the fan funding and super chat for helping me eat, pay for my security, and doing all these wonderful things. Hey, babe, how are you? Oh, thank you. What's your name, Mama?
I'm Naughty Love Movement. I watch you all the time.
Oh, nice. Shout out to Naughty Love Movement.
Hi, y'all. She's gorgeous.
Oh, stop.
She's gorgeous. And she has been grinding and doing the work. And yes, she's the one that found Jonathan. Oh, she did her big one. Yes, thumbs up the video. I love Tisa. Tell she's been on it.
Thank you, Mama.
From when the grand jury was.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Mama. Make sure y'all follow her, but let me get back in because I only got a few minutes. Okay, Maria M, thank you for the super chat, and Pink Sat and One, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so anyway, she said, Anyway, she said the next day, Paul showed up at her house, right? She said that they went to the same place, same thing. They locked the door. It was down there. She was in there all day. Again, they would not let her leave. She was there 5 days in a row, held hostage for 5 days. Zyra Mina said, I'm so glad you're back at it. I hope this helps. Girl, you know that helps. Thank you for buying me dinner. I appreciate y'all. Again, all those people, I don't see the RICO. I don't see the criminal. Do you see the RICO now? Do you see the criminal now? Do you see? Do you see the source material? Do you see the Diddy is done for? I hope every Diddy supporter feels the F stupid. The prosecutions did their big thing. Baby, what you gonna do? What are they gonna do? Get everybody strapped? It's impossible, right? Anyway, listen, they asked, so why did you keep going back? She said, I wanted to prove my innocence. Plus, they were threatening me to go into the East River. I really honestly didn't think I had a choice. She said, I didn't want to. It was the only way to prove my innocence. They said, did you tell anybody? She said, I kept quiet to all my friends. I was just in tears. She was just trying to survive, right? She said she didn't report it to the law enforcement. She said, why? She said, because she said, I worked under the NDA. Then they said, Your Honor, objection. Virginia Martinez, thank you so much for the super chat. Tina 8 said, appreciate Kate. Thank you. Appreciate all you do. And I heard Caroline, thank you so much for the super chat. All right. Y'all ignore the Diddy trolls. They are the last gasps of a dying kingdom. Diddy is their Roman empire. Nero, Rome is burning. Nero is dancing outside. Ignore them, y'all. Get into this tea because it's more, right? She said she said the whole time they were gone, Diddy didn't reach out. Normally she would shadow him every day from early in the morning, like 9 in the morning until 4 a.m. Right? They said that she never talked to Diddy. Diddy never reached out. But when she returned to work, they literally dropped her off the last day and said, yo, you'll see him in the office. Pratt made J. Verdeen said, following every day from the Netherlands. What's up, Pratt? Pratt? I love your work. Thank you so much. And she said, Diddy never discussed the lie detector test or the missing jewelry. And she felt as if she felt they would think she stole it if she didn't go along. Right. Diddy didn't ask where she been. Again, this goes into the point that they were doing this at Diddy's directive. Eileen Bell, thank you so much. And also Trisala, thank you so much. She said that she worked. She felt like she would lose her job and her life if she failed. She got no breaks. Oh, she also said while she was working for Diddy, she got no breaks. She got 4 hours, no breaks at all. She worked for got 4 hours sleep every night. She got 2 hours.
She's the second employee that said that. She's the second employee to say that they work 20-hour days, 20 hours straight.
Sleep. If she was good, she worked 24/7. She met Bash, the head of HR, to complain, right? She calculated about how much she was working. She said, I complained. Bash sat down and calculated overtime. They found out that for 3 months, Diddy owed her $80K in overtime. She only got paid $65K a year. Owed $80K in overtime. When they showed the paper of how much he owed Capricorn Clark, you know what Diddy did? Diddy took that document that the head of HR gave him and ripped it up and said, I don't give a F about this. And it said the age of Aquarius, time for truth. Amen, baby. This is something I've never seen of all. Okay, so then she said that Diddy stayed in hotels with Kim Porter. That's another thing. It sounds like Kim Porter was having freak offs. They said that Diddy stayed in hotels with Kim Porter once a week. Her job was to pack, bring, and unpack. He would check in under Frank Black or Frank White. All his girlfriends from Cassie, Kim Porter, and a few girls would all check in under Jackie Star, right? They would either stay at the Intercom.
I can't believe Kim was in the FOs. I should have known, though, but just the picture, Kim. Dang. Kim and Cassie at the same time one time.
Continental in Buckhead or in LA at the Beverly Hills Hotel. She said what was in the bag that she had to check in? A camera box. 100% of the time was always there, a camera crib. They took a silver record holder and repurposed it. It had 3 point-and-shoot cameras, plus another mini small candle, 50 candles, baby oil, lube, and rugs in his tote bag. He said that he was on ecstasy, right? And 100% of the time they had the rugs, right? Then they stayed. Kim Porter would stay in the hotel with Diddy with those candles and a 3-point camcorder for 3 to 4 days. Y'all, was Kim Porter having freak offs with Diddy? Or matter of fact, was Diddy making the mother of his children do freak offs? Then they said that her job, they said, what did you do that was happening? She said, I would watch TV because she had to stay in the hotel too. Watch TV, sleep. Sometimes I ate room service. Diddy had me in the room closed in case he needed anything, but he never really called me. Her job was in to pack up, sweep the room. There was baby oil all over the place, everywhere, and baby oil handprints on the walls, right? He said in 2007, she had gotten promoted. She no longer packed the bag. Kim and Cassie were in the hotel room. It was a global brand upgrade, 3 or 4 days. Beverly Hills, she had gotten upgraded to global brand ambassador. She said by this time he was having freak-offs with Kim and Cassie for 3 to 4 days in the Beverly Hills Hotel, the London Hotel, the London Taj. She said that she saw Diddy and Cassie getting IV drips. He told him that he got IV drips because of the serotonin levels had gone down so low that it was supporting them from going into depression or something like that. Listen, I'll come back to this in the live later on. We got to get into the other stuff, all right? Thank y'all so much for the super chats and the fan funding. I appreciate everybody. And yes, I will be reading the super chats as they come. They said that Diddy then had a whole thing, 9933 Beverly Grove. She talked to Cassie. Now, here's the funny thing. This is the first 6 thing that actually happened, right? She said that Lauren London, and this is the whole thing. I thought Lauren London was like Cassie's good friend. But what it sounds like, Lauren London at that time was not that cool with Cassie. She said that it was Chef Jordan, Lauren London, and Capricorn Clark were in the kitchen, right? And Diddy said, I'm going to show you bees why y'all don't have a man like me. Cassie was in another room. He called Cassie in. He said, come here. Sit down right there. Now stand up. Come toward me. Go over there. Pick up the remote. Bring it down to me. Sit down. Turn around. Move back. Move forward. And ordered her around like a robot. And then told her, now get out of here. And Cassie quietly left the room, right? He looked at them and said, did you see that? They looked at him and was like, huh? He said, you bees won't do that. And that's why y'all don't have a man like me, right? They said, what did you say? Capricorn Clark said she looked at Diddy and said, you MF him, right? And that was it, right? Now, I did make a note. How close was Cassie with Lauren London if at that time Cassie was in another room and Lauren London, Capricorn Clark, and Chef Jordan were all kicking with Diddy? Cassie wasn't even allowed to.
I think Diddy made Cassie go out the room. You know he don't Cassie he and ha. And he there too? No. He made her go out and stay out. But I think they were friends. I do.
To sit with the people. They treated her, right? They treated her like trash, right? Listen.
And y'all probably already know that Cassie went into labor today. You know, it's been over 5 hours ago. They had to take her straight to the delivery room. I don't know exactly. I know she's due this month, but that's why they had her testify early. You know, that's why, because they knew her due date was this month. And that's why when they was trying to get her to come back on the stand, that way if she going to labor or something, it could cause a mistrial. Or, I don't know. But the point of the matter is the judge knew. That's why the doctor gave her a certain amount of time to be on that stand. But she went in the labor early. I don't know if it's early labor, but they rushed her straight to the delivery room. So let's pray, because this is their first boy. 2 girls. This will be the first boy. Praying for you, Cassie. Come on, girl. So I'm gonna look and see what I can find.
Said that she saw with Cassie that she increased her drug use had increased. There was Molly and pills. They said that Diddy they said, where did he get the pills from? They said that Diddy's girlfriend in New York City got rugs, and when they were in LA, they got rugs from one stop. They said they got X Molly that they would give to Capricorn or Diddy directly. I have a question for everybody. Are X and Molly the same thing? Because I'm very, very much confused. I thought they were the same thing. He literally did on some bark like a dog, right? They said that he acts.
I'm in the medical field. I don't do drugs. I just know.
Capricorn and Clark for rugs one time. He had the rugs delivered to her house, ordered him directly. Diddy gave drugs for girlfriend and his friends in the summer of. Hey, what's up, Gene? Hey, we got Gene Deal. Come here, Gene. Gene Deal. Gene.
Not gonna show out.
Can we get an exclusive? Diddy is. Don't embarrass me on my live. These people are watching me.
No, say hi to Tisa.
Gene, can you say hi to everybody? We still got that exclusive. I know he's gonna run my pockets, but he's in high demand. What's up, Gene? What y'all think? What do you think about Capricorn Clark's testimony?
Oh my God.
Well, I think that was emotional.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I think that she knows what she's talking about. And I hate the fact that Uncle Paulie did that shit to her. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Uncle Paulie, that's what Diddy's name is now.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all, Denat is yelling already. Y'all hear? Wait. I'm sorry, I got you. Okay. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Mackenzie Johnson. Thank you so much. I am new to this, okay? Thank you so much. All right, now I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Y'all, the knot is already screaming. You remember he did the interview with I call the man a plant. I don't care. But Denat did an interview, so evidently Denat believed everything that man said. See, Ticket, he hasn't even mentioned it because he can see Ticket know. He probably paused just like I did to read what the man was emailing Diddy's team. Y'all, Denat was just, I watched it. Denat, read the emails. If you ever look at my channel, read the emails. That man is a plant. He's here to cause division. He already got on here. You and Tisa looking at Tisa go, man, no. Y'all just listen and watch this.
Hold on, guys.
Gene
was at a party with P. Diddy and you helped me down with 2 minor kids. I did an interview with them on my YouTube last night.
Pay attention. So what do you think about Capricorn Clark? Did you find her testimony to this point? Did you find Capricorn Clark to be? Did you find her to be very, very credible? What do you think?
Last night.
What do you think?
Said you was at a puffy party.
I thought she was good.
You thought she was good? Does it sound like what you know, Diddy?
2 minors down.
Yeah, basically.
As well as him, Gene. I interviewed
All right, Gene. Listen, we'll catch you later. All right. All right, guys. All right, listen.
Right.
All right, listen. Gene, thank you. Okay, so listen. Let me get back on the streets. Let me get back to the streets. Okay. See, look. We got the media to crowd around Gene. Okay. Okay. Hey, what's up? Oh.
Can you tell everybody your handle again?
Tisa Tells, TISATELLS on YouTube. Yeah. Thank you, Mama. So listen. So anyway, so that was Gene Deal. Oh, well, I don't think you're allowed to record me sitting. Yeah, but you have to X them because I don't know. I might get in trouble for doing it.
They think Tisa's a reporter. That's what this lady's talking about. Tisa's biased. Reporters don't supposed to say things like that, like pick a side. They supposed to just report. I said, ma'am, Tisa is a YouTuber. She's a YouTuber. Now she look like a reporter. She may be. You may be talking it into existence. Never know. But anyway, watch. I just hate to now Tisa and Denat. I don't know what Denat walked by and said to Tisa, but yeah, she told security, do not let that man close to me again. Denat, you messed up.
But you know, I'm a risk taker. Okay, so listen. So we got Gene Dill. We are going to get him here for an exclusive, but you heard it here first. He said that he thought that Capricorn Clark was very, very thing. somebody was screaming in Gene. I had to jump in his face to be like over here, and he still was looking like he wanted to take somebody's head off. But as long as it's not mine, I don't care. Okay. So anyway, so listen. So then he was like, "But listen, I'm gonna reach out to you." Okay. Yeah. He had Gene's back. He jumped into action. Okay. So listen. He said that Oh, so he said in the summer of 2006, he asked her to go get some Colombian Colombian dancing dust. She was like, for who? And because her mom had passed away from that. And he said, not me, ninja. I said, okay, right? Mark Agnifilian was like, Yana, can I have a sidebar? It didn't matter, right? Capricorn clock refused until he said it's not for me, right? Then she said that she had to get him for his friends. She got coke. And she got pills for him. They were both in Capricorn clock's name. Why? Because Diddy.
Uh-oh.
You mean while I'm working? And what you gonna do if it's a third? I was working. I got him first. What you gonna do if it's a third time? But I got him first, and then you jumped into my interview. So you should apologize to me. But I didn't say anything to you. You literally called me a hater. I didn't.
Oh, he said.
Baby, don't try to embarrass me. I'm not. No, literally, don't play with me. No, don't play with me. It's all cool. Anyway, let me get back to my stuff. Hold on, y'all. Listen, anyway.
Hey, y'all see, Tisa don't play. Tisa don't play that mess. Don't play. She went straight back to her story talking about Capricorn Clark. Do not walks around and calls her a hater. And then tries to soften it up, a beautiful hater. I'm thinking that's what he said. A beautiful. But he called her a hater, y'all. Like she said, she got the Gene deal first. He walked behind her. So she had the right to ask him her questions, I think. And did not start yelling about that plant that just came up saying stuff. Okay? I don't know what's up with that dude. It's a lawsuit out, though. He has real legal papers. But he took the girls up there, so they should put him back where he came from also. Okay?
Anyway. So anyway, we were like,
my friend.
Can you please?
Tisa is my friend, y'all, outside of YouTube, just for the record. That's why I do own her stuff. Man, I hate he did that. Man. Go ahead, Tisa. Go ahead.
So anyway, he was like, can you please make sure that man stays away from me? Thank you. So anyway, he was like, 1K. That's what I mean. I don't understand. Anyway, right? Okay, so anyway, we are going to get an interview with Gene Dill. It'll be good. It'll be whatever, right? Anyway, they said amounts of so then they said that Diddy can't get any more pills. Why? Because Diddy had maxed out all the pills he could get in his name, so they had to start getting Capricorn Clark things. Then she said while they were overseas, they said that Diddy came back with 100K euros. Back then, 100K euros was like 150 US dollars. Came back with 100K euros coming back from club bookings. They said that Diddy kept it in his house, right? Violence. She said she always saw Diddy fighting men. It was Paul and someone else, always Diddy. She said that he would always throw phones and it would hit people, right? In the summer of 2006, she was at, let's skip over that and get to, in the summer of 2006, we'll get to that in a different thing. I'll do that in a different live because whatever. But anyway, the chef, Jordan, was hating and like whatever, right? Anyway, they said that, listen, they said, let's see, hold on. Let's see, all approved, this and that, New York, LA. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the good part. Okay, so let's get to the Cassie Kid Cudi stuff. Because this is the thing, and then I have to run back in to get it, all right?
Okay.
All right, right. Listen. Yo, don't worry, I'm standing my ground, and I'm getting an exclusive. I don't know what's going on.
Yes,
anyway,
ground,
so
girl.
They said that Cassie was seeing Kid Cudi, right? She bought Kid Cudi. So one day, she bought Kid Cudi to Capricorn's apartment to hang out, right? They said that Cassie Victoria even cooked. Then they said Cassie Victoria sent a text asking, Cassie sent a text to Capricorn Clark asking, like, yo, can Kid Cudi come with me for a hike to Runyon Canyon? Capricorn Clark said, yo, this is a bad idea. There are too many people in Runyon Canyon. You have to go to Fryan Canyon. Anybody from LA actually knows what's going on. 777 said, you're doing great, babe. Keep up the good work. Thank y'all so much. So anyway, right? They said they was going to, she said, she told Cassie, you need to stop because the way you moving, you're going to get us all killed. They said Diddy was not in the U.S. at that time. Then at the Cipriani Hotel, Diddy went to go see Cassie. Now get this. Around 5:30 or 6 a.m. the next morning, she heard banging on her metal door, right? Diddy did not have keys to her apartment, even though Diddy was paying for the apartment. She saw Diddy through the peephole, right? He was pacing around. He looked furious through his.
Y'all, I think at that time, Capricorn Clark was like what 28, and her mom and dad had passed away. So it's like it was her. And I think she may have had a child that was special needs or something, maybe. I don't know yet. Y'all just keep watching. But I know her mom and dad passed away. And y'all please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to Valentine TV, please do. Okay? I promise I will get better. I will. All right. Thank y'all. All right. Here we go. See? Catch up, Tisa. Come on, girl. All right. Every time I miss
body language, he could see that he had something in hand, right? It had something in the hand, but she couldn't see what it was. She then opened the door for him. He was upset. She said, my job was to keep him calm, cool, and to protect his image. It wasn't a good look. He was wearing a white shirt, a button-down sweater, gray slacks, white shoes, right? And then his pants were split up to the crotch so you could see his underwear. I said, was that on purpose? But you know what? Let's move on because there were bigger things at play, like murder, right? He had a gun, a bang in the hand. He entered holding the bang bag. He said, why didn't you tell me? She said, I don't know what you're talking about. She said, oh, you don't know about Scott? She was like, who the F is Scott? He said, you don't know Kid Cudi? And she said, oh, are you talking about Cassie's friend? Right? He said, get dressed. We're going to go kill that ninja. She said, he had the bank in hand. She said, I don't want to go. He said, I don't give a F what you want to do. Go get dressed. She said he was livid. He was furious. And she could tell that he was mad at me, right? She said, I've never seen anything like it. Never seen him with a weapon. Never see him this angry. Never saw him at the house. And the way he was acting, she knew that anything could happen. She followed his instructions. She got changed. Karen Johnson said, thank you for all your hard work. You rock. You're welcome, right? Then she walked in front. Right? She walked in front of him while she walked to the car, right? Slay Queen said, love you, Tisa. Haters gonna hate. You're doing a great job. Love from the UK. Thank you, guys. All right, and you know what, you guys? Moving forward, I will stay focused, okay? I will stay focused, right? Anyway, she walked in front, right? She walked in front of Diddy. Diddy followed behind her with the thing. Had him get in the car. He sat in the back seat where she was. Then he had a bang on his lap. Ruben, what's his name's? D-Rock's little brother was the one driving, right? It was an Escalade executive class, right? She said Diddy sat next to her. Usually he's in the passenger seat. The gun is in lap. She couldn't leave the Escalade because it was all happening so quickly. There's no way she could jump out. Omanine said visiting Turkey at the mall. Oh, thank you. I would love to send you over. Turkish like you said you like. Keep doing what you're doing, Tisa. Get that Gene interview, but stay safe. Don't worry, y'all. I will. Don't worry. Anyway, they said usually passenger, blah, 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 blah. Oh, also, Matrix Scott, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so listen, what else happened? She said it happened quickly. She went to Kid Cudi's house, right? It was a 20-minute drive and no traffic. Diddy was sitting in the back with her. They said that, she said they took her to the house. They entered the house. She said she could have left at that time, but she didn't because he had guns. She said that she was able to see them enter the actual MFN house. She said that the gate was open in the courtyard. She saw straight through it, right? Listen, they said, Cassie, what the F, where are you at? Looking for Kid Cudi, right?
Dang, she called Cassie, y'all. She all Cassie, come on, girl, you better get over here. You got me into this. Come on now. Lord, I don't. If I was Cassie, I don't know if I. Well, if she was gonna go back anyway, dang, beat down though, man. Woo.
Listen, you guys, listen. Capricorn clock is back on the stand. I gotta go see the end of her testimony. I swear to God, I will be back out here in 1 hour. I gotta go. But when I say there is drama, we'll do part 2. The dramatic. Diddy is going to jail. There's no other way to see it. And we're gonna get an exclusive from Gene Deal. Okay? I'll talk.
Y'all, I'm thinking, and I'm telling y'all what I saw with the at the after court thing. I also saw that, and that's why I'm saying Kid Cudi was not there, but she called Cassie while Diddy was standing by the driver's window or whatever window. Is she had to tell Cassie, if you don't come, he's gonna murk me, Cudi, and you. But you gotta come. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave the rest for the other half because but anyway, so that's proving Rico, her being held hostage for 5 freaking days and then to be locked in a place from the outside. I'm claustrophobic, y'all. I would have freaking probably had a heart attack. Probably. Y'all, what do y'all think about it? Put what you think about it in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, Valentine TV, please give me a chance to subscribe. Hit that like button. And if you want to know whenever I go live to do reactions, please hit the notification bell. I appreciate it so much. All of y'all that's hung up in here with me this long, I appreciate it so much. And I'm seeing new names, so I really appreciate it so much. All right, and y'all have a blessed night, okay? And I'm gonna see some of y'all probably in a minute, and good night to the rest, okay? All right, bye y'all.